Hey, what's going on, y'all? First things first, I have timestamps in the description, so if you want to skip to the end to see how and where to get this shield, then feel free. But trust me, you're gonna want to hear what I have to say about this thing. I put this shield on the same level as the Fingerprint stone shield. In fact, it's in the same category, which are great shields. They're heavier than medium shields, but provide the best protection in the game. This one I'm referring to is called the Eclipse Crest Great Shield. It's crazy because all you need to do is block, and most enemies that attack your shield will react as if you're parrying them. I mean it when I say that this build can block anything. Just look at how I casually defended against this stone gargoyle without taking any damage at all. This is the perfect shield to use with any great sword, considering you have enough endurance, of course. And I actually got the colossal sword on the way here, and that's the one I'm using with this shield. I'm working on the build for it right now, and it's gonna be crazy. Just wait. By the way, check out this build video I made called Blood Work. It'll be linked at the end, also in the description. It's nuts because that build video I figured out a way to get 122 blood loss build up. That means after 2 hits max, and depending on the enemy's immunities, you'll have their blood meter filled to the top in no time. And I'm not dual wielding either. I was shocked about this build, so make sure you go check it out afterwards. But here's a great thing about this particular shield and why I compare it to the Fingerprint. I've researched all of the great shields so far, and not one of them have a passive ability except this, and others which are defined as something else, like the spiked palisade shield, which causes blood loss, or the ant skull plate that causes poison buildup. But of the other shields that don't have a status effect attached to it as a passive, only the Eclipse has this. Its passive raises your immunity, robustness, and focus by 50. Do you know what this means? Well, if you don't, let me explain. Robustness grants you the ability to withstand the bleed and frostbite status effects primarily. The higher your stat, the more resilient you are. And it scales with endurance, meaning you get +3 robustness per point in endurance after upgrading to 30. Increments decrease and become less frequent after 40 endurance. So it basically has a cap where it's pretty much no point in investing in it anymore. So since I'm at 40 endurance, I gain an extra 30 robustness on top of the 50 I got from the shield. Now, whenever I block someone attempting to inflict bleed or frost, only 20% of that affects me. And robustness isn't the only stat the shield buffs. Remember I said you also gain focus and immunity? Yeah, that too. But we're not going to get into that right now. I'll discuss that more in detail once I release the build I'm working on for it. Trust me though, this should be enough to convince you to go grab it right now. So let me tell you how. Head over to this area on the map. There'll be a dungeon called Black Knight Catacombs. You don't even have to go in there. The shield can be attained by farming the knight guarding the front entrance. I got lucky and he dropped it for me on the first try. But just think about it. If he hadn't dropped it for me, I'd never known that this is how you get this amazing shield. Now it's time for you to go get it. But before you do, make sure you go watch my new build. This, ladies and gentlemen, is something special, and I really believe you need to see this. And if this video helped you out in any way, I'd appreciate if you drop a like and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in my next video. Peace.